Okay, guys, if you're watching this, then you clicked on the link to the private video. I'll probably keep this private, or maybe I won't, I don't know. For now, let's just assume it's private. So you guys are in the little private club. I actually played this without recording my voice, so I'm adding this to it as I watch it along with you guys. Yeah. See, I slapped that butterfly pretty good. Man, I haven't played any other characters besides Wigford for like a year. So this is like the first time I jumped on other characters here and there, but actually playing and not just goofing around making a video. This is like the first time I actually played as a different character in quite some time. If you still need help from the other video, well, I could explain some of the stuff I was doing a little better, maybe. Actually, probably not a little better, because I'm just kind of watching this along with you, but we'll see what happens. Right now, I'm just collecting around the outline of the map. You don't really need too much food. I wouldn't overdo it. But I guess if you overdo it, it could be rot anyways. But you might have to get some of the berries and stuff using up for later. So in the beginning, you want to try and get as much grass and twigs as you can. Oop, and I see those twigs right there. Now that you call that a score. Oh, that miss. I got him though. I think I missed this one again. Oh no, I got him. Went back for that seed, alright. One thing you could do is you could early game like this, eat the seeds as you go, but around maybe day 7 or even 8, you could save 2 seeds to make the birdcage early. But it's not like seeds are hard to get. So right there, when I looked at the map, I noticed I wasn't even on the outline. But there was a lot of good resources around there, so it's not too bad. So 23 twigs, 20 grass, that's pretty good. 24 twigs. So for right here, I might not explain this in the other video, because I'm doing this one first. If you don't feel comfortable going through the swamp, you could skip it and go along the edge. But I chose to just go in it, because I wanted to get some reeds. But you could easily just got some on the edge. Also, getting reeds this early isn't always the best, because you might run out of room. If I did, I would just drop them on a road, find the nearest road, and just remember where I dropped them. I've done that a ton of times. And this came and got them when I did need the reeds. Another tip I want to give for when you're in the swamp, if you need to look at your map, if you're not using the map mod, I find you could just go at the edge, go on the edge of the map, like in one of the corners, like this. And you could just look at your map real quick, because the tentacles usually aren't that far in. Or you could just stand complete still for a couple seconds, and if nothing pops out and hits you, you could look at your map for a second. So like I know I'm gonna, but like I said in the other video, which I have edited right now, I would try not to pick up carrots, niter, and butterflies. No, flowers. If you really, really need to, if your sanity is like that bad because you did some crazy shit, then you could pick the flowers. It's not the end of the world. They do respawn. they're basically they're renewable. I try not to, but if that was like saning out and I didn't feel like dealing with the music that goes along with the sanity and all that insanity, then I would definitely just pick some flowers. It's not the end of the world. But I wouldn't make the hat though, it's just not worth. Because by the time you pick the 12 flowers, you won't even need the hat, so. We're moving along. This is going to be the first video I ever uploaded where I did no editing to it, really. I think there's a couple parts I quit to go use the bathroom, so I'll probably cut those. But besides that, I don't think I've ever uploaded a super raw cut video like this. I wasn't even going to add voice to it like this, but I was like, I should at least add something to it for the few people that want to check it out. We can meme together. I would say my general audience, this video probably won't be that useful to them. Because most of the people I played with in the server, in Discord and all that, they had quite a bit of hours, so they knew what they were doing, on the most part. We're just walking along. I wait till like very last minute for that torch, but I wasn't too worried. Another thing you could do, I think I show later, is you can make a I want to make a second torch like right now, but like let's say the next day. I'll show it as we get to it. I kept doing that. I kept like doing it too quick, not picking it up. Stuff up. I noticed that when I was playing. But yeah, you could hold a torch, like have one in your hand that's almost gone, and then just hold one, like off screen or, well, not off screen. What do you even call that? I think you guys know what I mean. Like with your mouse, like your +1 when all your inventory is full. I don't think you could do that in Don't Starve. Just make sure to put your torch away as soon as daytime comes. And don't be afraid to, like, you know, you can wander a little bit away from the edge. Especially on certain bombs you want to, that you know like certain spawns would be. The good thing about following the outline of the map is you're going to get a good general idea where stuff is. You're going to find like every bomb, right? So, like right now, it's day 2 and I already found wreckage gears for later. If you wanted to, you could get them now, but I'm not dying for some gears right this second. Like, I don't need them for nothing. It's just kind of like an item. I don't want to carry it right now, you know? So I could just come back for it when I have the space. And this is what I believe I mentioned in the other video. I haven't fully edited that one, so... But, I think I mentioned that. About the gold. You could just get gold as you follow along. There's like always going to be gold around there. I mean, unless you're some like super unlucky piece of shit. Which I guess it could happen. I have some pretty bad luck with a lot of stuff. Usually, if I have berries and butterflies early game, I'll try and save the butterflies until like I do take some hits by something. So that way I could get my life back easy. And you definitely get to a point where you could just kind of walk and don't have to gather as you go. Usually I just try and get the easy butterflies, like the ones that are like floating over the flowers or they're just flying in like a circle. You could still get them as they're moving, it's just kind of more of a pain in the ass. And I don't want to spend too much time chasing them down. It's best to just wait till they're in one spot. And I usually, when I'm killing the butterflies, I try and just use my hands so I don't waste durability on anything else. But if you do it, it's not that big of a deal how you do it. Unless you get the job done. I'm so hungry. We're not that hungry. What the fuck was I doing there? So right here I was just taking a quick peek and seeing if Pit King was over here. So like I was saying before, if you're in certain biomes, don't be afraid to like, if you know something spawns in this biome, to like just take a quick look around. Right here, I didn't really want to use my space up for the mandrake. I just kind of made a mental note where it was. I doubt a turkey's going to eat it or anything else, but the mandrake's definitely useful, especially for the flute. But for now, I was more worried about my space. And like I was saying before, also you want to gather these pig houses. I don't think I said that before, did I? But I said it in the other video, okay? Your chances are... Oh yeah, I think I'm going to have this private, so to get to this one, you're going to have to watch the other one. Well, not necessarily, because I think I'm going to just have a click as soon as that video starts. And if for some reason you're like super unlucky, piece of shit like me, and you don't find any pick houses as you're strolling along the outline, as soon as you find, fuck, I'm lost words, the Pig King, you could easily get some pig houses, you could knock those pig houses down. So you now know where the beefalo are, so I definitely want to come back here before winter. Kill a couple of them, get that delicious meat in their wool. So that way I have a nice hat for winter. By hat, I mean the beefalo hat. And as long as you keep moving, most things above ground, I mean, I'd say even in the caves, can't hit you. Like the spiders, they'll chase you, but they'll stop at some point. Making that pig homeless. Oh, he done fucked up. He can't run and hide in his house anymore. So yeah, when you're doing this, it's easy to forget when it's going to be nighttime and watching the clock, but just try and keep an eye on the clock so you know, so you don't get caught with your pants down. Try and keep an eye on your torch. Like right now, mine's at 7%. It's going to run out here, so... See? Oh, I think I did it there, what I was talking about earlier. I pre-made a torch and just held it in my hand, like, with the mouse or whatever. My offhand, I'll call it, alright? And then as soon as my current torch ran out, it switched it right away. Instead of having it in my inventory and have to manually switch it. And make sure you remember that too. If you're full inventory, you can always hold another item. Actually, you could do that in Don't Starve too, I think, but it was just to pick something up, you had to drop it. And this one, you don't. Which is one thing I really, really, really like about Don't Starve Together. I hope so far you're finding this somewhat useful. For the most people that really are good at the game, if you're watching this, I don't know if it'd be too... Yeah, I don't know, you still might learn something, but I doubt it. This is for the basic beginner people that just started at the game, or just died 100 times and still can't make it the winner. Doing this will definitely increase your chances, because you're going to know where everything is. You're going to have items, and I'm stopping at the part where I'm going to set up my base, or I set my base up, I guess. Well, I'm not fully setting up, but just the stuff I pre-made. The only thing that sucks about getting the pigskin is you can't really use it until you get an alchemy machine. And by doing this, we're not gonna use the alchemy machine until we like decide where you want to base. That's kind of another reason why I don't want to fight the stuff for the gears. Or you don't really want to fight too much. I guess if you're too worried about your sand, you could farm some spiders as you go. They're so common. Get some wool. Or not wool, silk. Damn, I could easily hit that butterfly right there. I'm gonna do a Wigfrid guide for people that really like Wigfrid and might have trouble starting early game with her. Or, yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna call it, but basically the same as this video. For Wigfrid, I actually like to collect the mushrooms early game, but with anyone else, I usually don't. And definitely, I like to kill the raccoons with Wigfrid early game. That's easy meat. Raccoons, that's good eating. I've never eaten a raccoon. I'm sure some motherfucker nailed a raccoon with a car one day and was just threw him in the back. I'm like, that dinner tonight. I don't even think I've ever seen a raccoon in real life. I've seen skunks. That's similar. Actually, eating a raccoon, that's kind of fucked up. Aren't they kind of... I don't know. Are they related to cats? I'm gonna look it up. Look it up real quick. I'm gonna Google it. Oh wait, no, I seen a raccoon in real life. I remember it was chasing a cat. And I was actually with a lady from my work, and she said raccoons eat cats, but I don't know, that sounded kind of fucked up to me. That's true, that's pretty fucked. No, they're not in the same family. be fair game to eat a raccoon then. Actually, let's look that up. Is it okay to eat her? Well, I mean, who's to tell you what you could eat? I'm saying, you know, you're in a survival situation. I'd eat a raccoon. Oh yeah, I was thinking if they did, it'd be some like southern shit. Yeah, it says in the South people hunt raccoons with them doges. Oh shit. Georgia? South Georgia. Damn, the South is savage. Alright, let's jump back into this stuff, boys. And girls. Yeah, see, I got 12 berries. I'm not too concerned about my hunger right now. I feel like early game, you could just get food anywhere. Even in the winter, like... At most stages of the game, you're pretty good on food. There's always a source. I don't even think I'm gonna edit this audio. I'm kinda... Yeah, fuck it. You guys understand. So this is gonna be completely raw cut. Might hear my dog bark and a bunch of other bullshit. I was surprised you mentioned it's like 2 AM right now. Alright, so for this part, as soon as I find a cave that's in my sight while I'm exploring the outer map, I just go in it. So this way I could get some quick rot for later. I remember I had a bit of a pain in the ass down here. I wish you could make a lantern without an alchemy machine. That really sucks you can't. I usually make a super early alchemy machine with Wigford. I don't think I really had to burn that mushroom, but I was just gonna drop it, so I figured give me a few seconds of light. You kind of want to be quick down here too, because your sanity kind of goes to shit pretty quick. I think that's another reason why people are afraid to go in caves. They're worried about their sanity, but it's not too bad. So I'm just gonna pop my machine down right quick. I was a little sluggish for this part. To be fair, I haven't played DST in a while. Been kind of memeing with some other games. Memeing with that League of Legends. Raging out. Telling my buddies I hate them. And then I'll be talking to them an hour later. What up, guys? League of Legends kills friendships. Someone write that down. It feels so nice to get the bag as soon as you can. If you're lucky, you can find a bag. I'd still make a bag even if I found a bag. To be honest with you. So you could build it later. But if you need to. I don't even know what I was looking for right here. Oh yeah, I wanted to make a fire pit for later. This really kind of dicked me around. Stupid tree guard. I was just minding my own goddamn business, and he had to come try and hit me for no reason. I swear that when I'm Wickford, I always get nailed with like I'm like a target down there. When those little like earthquakes are happening, I swear everything just hits me. It's like lockdown auto aimbot action. Once again, try and always keep an eye on your torch. Okay, mine's at 20%. Too bad. I thought I was pretty clever, gonna light them on fire. Kind of burnt a couple of light bulb lamps, but that was alright. You might be tempted to pick up gems, but I wouldn't waste my time on them. I'd bring him... yeah, I wouldn't even waste my time on him. At least not right now. Just always make sure to stomp down that science machine early game. Get some resources back from it. I wouldn't really say I have a set amount of light bulbs and ferns to get, but generally when I come down here, you don't want to spend too much time. Like, definitely don't spend a whole day down here. Maybe like 5 minutes of just grabbing as much as you can and just take off. Usually 30 to 40 light bulbs you get pretty quick. And whatever else you get down here, you know? I probably spent a little bit too much time down here than I normally would. Also, I want to mention that I probably won't mention in the guide is if you find a nice little spot of trees that aren't, I don't know, just kind of like a decent amount of trees that won't burn down a whole forest, I'd probably usually torch those and get some charcoal, if you have the space. Definitely want to do it too early, but around now would have been a decent time. So that we could also pre-craft a... Well, I guess you can't really do it now, but you could get a crock pot for later. I'd also say try and always be aware of where your torch is. I try and keep it in slot 1 to 5 maybe from the left side. I feel like it's easier to hit 1 to 5 on your keyboard. I wish I had a mouse, one of those like MOBA mouses we could hotkey a ton of buttons. That'd probably be pretty useful. I have only one button on the side of my mouse, but I never use it for anything. I'm drinking that Pepsi right now. Day 5. See, we're pretty good on resources. We got stuff pre-built. This is around the point we don't really have to collect a whole lot anymore. Just decide, keep exploring the outline, kind of get an idea where you want to base. Right now, we still haven't found the Pig King, which I'm guessing he's in this forest. So I think I probably wander off here at some point. What was I doing? Was I trying to... I think I was going to go for that butterfly, but then I decided not to. Oh yeah, so we haven't found a Mactus camp yet, which is really important. You want to find that definitely before winter. Earlier you find one, the better. I haven't found the Pig King. There's only 2 things I can think of it offhand. We found a swamp already. So you definitely want to find the unmovable stuff. Like those. Damn, he still bitch slapped my ass. Remember when you kill raccoons, you could get that naughtiness. I wonder how many it takes to spawn a Krampus. Probably a decent amount. So right here we found the Pig King. Now I'm just trying to get an idea where I can find Glomer. Because you find the Pig King, Glomer's going to be nearby. So I still kind of continue. Pretty sure I'm just continuing along here, hoping I see him near the edge. And then I'm pretty sure I don't, and I fill it in. Definitely want to find Glomer. It's nice to have him. Keep company at your base. Get that sanity up. Use his poo as fuel, or eat it. They're into the kinky stuff. This poo is really good for HP back. A little trick you could do it with if you have at least one berry and you're like in the same spot I am, like near some berry trees or near some berry bushes, and a frog spawns like that and a turkey spawns, I'll hurry up and drop a berry, and then it seems like the frog would try and beat up the turkey too, so kind of like gangbang the turkey. It's nice to do when you don't have a spear. Or you could get the turkey. Yeah, is that how I did it last time? I did it earlier today. I thought it'd be like a good little trick. Just, yeah, I think the frog was mad at me and he kept hitting the turkey as it went for the berry. That seems like it'd be hard to do. If you mess around with it, I feel like you could, like, efficiently be able to do it each time, maybe. Yep, so at this point I noticed I was at the end of the biome, so I was like, I better go fill it in. Find out. Oh, see, here's Glomer. I'm not going to take his flute. I'll just get that when I come back. Because by the time I come back, I should have a base set up. That's another thing too, is you don't really want to make a base too far from Glober statue. You can if the resources and stuff are better. But generally, I'll try and base somewhat close to like all the resources that are unmovable. It's kind of a pain in the ass when you have to run if you want to farm Glomer. Next time for Krampusak, and you gotta run way across the map to get there. But it's not the end of the world. So right here, I'm not taking the, I'm not gonna get those for pigskin, mainly because I'm at 18. I could have got one, but I don't want to go over a stack. Isn't a stack 20? That's what I was thinking, but you know, let me look that up. I think it's 20. Oh, it stacks up to 40. Oh, I could have definitely got some more there. I don't know. I was thinking, I never really built the farm pig guys, mainly because I mainly play Wigfrid and I don't need all that pigskin. So I usually don't have big bundles of pigskin on me. I thought it was 20, but yep, it's 40. At this point, you can be kind of careless with your torch. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could light some tree on fire or something to save some torch percentage, but I think you'd be better off, depending on what you're doing, but I look at it more, I want to keep moving. I think using up the torch is worth the time you're saving. So I have 10 berry bushes. I could get more, but I think 10's an okay start. And I have 20 berries on me, so I don't really need the food. I accidentally dug that up. I could have collected twigs as well, but I wanted to save the slots. There's that fail trying to get that butterfly. Little fucker. Got his friend though. And if you have the opportunity to get easy meat like that frog I passed, if you don't have a lot of food, then definitely kill them. And don't worry about cooking it. Eating it raw, you don't lose that much sanity. Definitely collect some tumbleweeds that are in your path. Super easy twigs and grass. And usually something else random. Like if I didn't have gold, and I was still looking for the Pig King, I would probably keep that on me if I had the room. Just because as soon as I could get to the Pig King, I could give it up. But since I already found the Pig King, I'm not too worried about it. And I have enough gold for now. I fucking love opening tumbleweeds. I could probably sit here. One day I'm gonna make a troll ass video just opening up tumbleweeds for like an hour. I opened that gift before I got off. I don't know what I got. I think gloves or something shitty. Something shitty. These are kind of like... I looked at these twigs as extra. If I needed to drop them, I would be willing to. You'd always like put them on a road and eventually pick them up again. I would have probably dropped the rope too. And here, see, I finally found a mech tusk camp. My buddy Tonic wanted me to make sure to tell everyone. Mech tusk is guaranteed. I always call him Tusk, so it throws me off saying mech. But mech tusk, you're guaranteed a mech tusk camp in a forest area. So if you ever can't find them, just take a look in your local forest. We're pretty good on pig skin and cut stone, so at this point I didn't bother getting any more. I was more just looking at the time at this point, trying to get around the map, fully explore it. For this part, I decided to make a straw hat. You don't really have to. But I figured since I have plenty of plenty of grass, it was fine. I figured I'd stay a little bit dry. And my sanity was a bit low, so I figured I would risk a bit of health for the cactus. And I ate it, like a dum-dum. For the cactus, you have to cook them in order to get the sanity back. I did that to make sure you guys knew, you know? It's to test you guys. To show you what happens when you eat it. How you don't get sanity. Unless it's cooked. But yeah, if you're worried about your sanity, or you're just sick of hearing the damn music when you're insane, and the like blurriness, then you could just pick up some mushrooms, some green mushrooms, or some cactus if you come across a few of them, and then just At this point, it's not that bad to make a campfire to cook them up right quick. Torch at 20%. Usually I'd stop and make a new one around 10. Which ours is about to run out. And I did it. Alright, so we're just about done exploring the map. Day 7. Not too bad. Depending on how long you spend kind of going off course, and if you decide to go in a cave or not, get some rot for later. You could skip that step to save time, because you could just do it after you get your base set up, and then you could just turn a pig into a werewolf or a werepig and just feed him a bunch of stuff you gather for rot. If you need rot right away. And also, I mean, you could pick the flowers up if you're that worried about your sanity. It's not the end of the world. There's just so much other stuff you could do. And by doing that, you know, you're screwing over some buddy flies, pizza pies. But I mean, if you're not that good at kiting yet, and you don't want to risk going completely insane, then just pick up some damn flowers. It's not game breaking. Just I want to, you know, I try not to make it too big of a habit. I mean, if you got like the bee biome that have like flowers everywhere, then, you know, you get some stuff from there. Right here I just cooked up some quick cactus flesh. And you could, I believe you could wear armor to reduce the damage you take from picking cactuses. They should have made like, oh yeah, and I found this. I've never found this in game without like a mod. For one time for the memes, I used a mod to have set pieces like this spawn just to check them out. But I never found it like legit. So that was pretty cool. I would actually probably base here. Just because, you know, desert ain't too bad, basin. Plus, that cool set piece, like, that's a win-win. I also found another set piece I've never found before. In the same one, it was just nuts, you see. You want to be careful right here, because I'm losing a bit of sanity being near these dark flowers, but I think that's why I didn't go for the other one. And, you know, eat some butterflies, get my health back. That was Wigford. I'd probably spend a few minutes following the footprint there that I passed a few minutes ago to get some easy meat. I found the oasis. This is a really good area to camp. Them summers. Right there. Holy shit. I've never found a cane. Ever. Just found it. I always have to farm for it. I thought that was crazy. I was actually just talking. I commented on Rick's. He uploaded a screenshot of him finding one, and I was like, that piece of shit! I never found one before. And it's just crazy. I think that was like 2 days ago, and today I found one. It's like, what are the chances? He rubbed some of that good luck on me. If you know what I mean. Has anyone ever based in a spot to realize it's a meteor strike spot? That fucking sucks. I've done that when I was just memeing around doing some like video stuff. I was like, really? I did that with tooth traps before. The meteors hit them and they just kind of move all around. It's kind of triggering when they're not organized and stuff, you know? You spend all that time putting them in a nice fancy order, and then a meteor comes crashing into them and spreads them all out. It sucks. And, you know, there's some more gears options right here. And that's, I think we're just about at the end of the ropes here. Fuck goats. Boo, 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 it's past my bedtime. Whew. Started back at work this week. It sucks. It fucking sucks. See, usually I don't mind picking these flowers. The ones that are kind of around a bee's nest or near killer beehives. Just gotta be careful, but... Because usually you're not gonna be around us ones trying to slap some butterflies. Let's be honest here. But you have enough time to run by and pick them up. I mean, I guess you could get rid of the beehive, but... Since that one was near the gigantic beehive, you'd want to get rid of the killer hive anyways. And you can see the light bulbs in all my rot stuff is starting to rot, which is nice. Because we're pretty close to deciding where we want to base. So now we know we're going to have rot here shortly. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. Like, it's like we're in a... Well, not an island. Having like water in the middle of the map. I never had that before. Usually I would like base where that water is. I like basing in the middle of the maps. Be close to everything. But I couldn't do that this time, which was kind of shitty. See, look at that perfect middle of the map action right there. Okay, so I I had a little cut there because I ran to the bathroom. And right here is a sign where on the base, so you can see we found the Mactusk way down there. The Dragonfly is also down there. The Beehive is there. We got the cool set piece. And the only thing that was up here, no, the Pig King wasn't even there. He was to the right. So you can see my best option, the base, is somewhere down at the bottom. Then really, the only thing I have to get at the top would be reeds. So everything decent and everything good to get would be at the bottom. So looking at this map, I decided to base right there. So that way I can farm the Dragonfly, farm the Mactusk in the winter without having to walk too far, and even get Glomer and not have to run too far. And for filling in the map, you could just do that as you go later. And now that I found the road, I could also try and find Chester for more space. But since I'm going to make a base, there's no point to do that right now. I think I got a bit turned around here. Like I was looking at where the Pig King was. I'm like, should I base over here? Then I'm like, nah, I think I'm just gonna stick with the same spot. Also, if anyone's wondering, usually if I'm really, well, not really, but just kind of like a tip when you're exploring the outside of the map or outer line, I like to click ahead and then take a look at my map that way, so you're kind of always at the move. But kind of be more quick about it than I am here. Like click, you could look at your map while you walk into that destination. So that way you can look at your map and walk at the same time like I'm doing here. Found that some more grass, which was nice. I never bothered taking the torch. So you can see I'm decently close to all the unmovable resources that are good and handy. So I decided to base here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. For those of you who decided to watch this video, hopefully maybe you learned something, that this one is a little bit more detailed than the other one. The other one I guess I'm doing is just to give you the kind of the ideas. Also, I like to place the light bulbs on the ground, give off a bit of light. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something, and I'll see you guys next time.